That's right. We are here at this church. It was founded by a courtier of Henry the Sixth, I think it was, a man who was basically assistant to the king. And when the king's wife and some of his family died, this individual decided he wanted to go on a pilgrimage. And he went to Rome, and he said, well, there he got sick, and he had a vision of an angel saying, go and build a church in my name, a hospital. So he came here and he set up a church here. It's been here since the medieval times. Let us go and explore. The significance of this church is that this is one of the few remaining survivors of the Great Fire of London, a medieval style church. So this here is what you would have seen in the medieval London and the churches. To think that this church has survived the Great Fire of London, it has survived the Blitz of 1940. This has been around since the 12th century. At one point, London City had more churches than anywhere else in England in the city area. And it was actually known as the City of Churches. See how they've done some restoration work here as opposed to what's here. Notice how the English language is different to what we have today. Within this hollow vault, here rested the frame of the high sovereign, late informed the same, torn from the service of the state in his prime, by a disease as the time of his life and death designed no other end than to serve God and his country. Notice how the country there looks like a V, a U. (1641). There you go. There's a tomb of those two individuals, the Lord Chancellor, Queen Elizabeth I. 1122, King Henry I grants a royal charter to found the priory. 1174, the work stops. And 1230, the work begins again, a new style. 1305, William Wallace is executed within sight of here. And Wat Tyler was said to have been stabbed and dragged into the church. He led the peasants' revolt. So in 1381, dragged in here, Wat Tyler. So Benjamin Franklin himself, he was employed not far from here. Exquisite pain, this is called. There's a tradition that the Apostle Bartholomew was flayed alive. So apparently he was flayed alive, which meant that his skin was stripped off and he was flayed alive. So it is quite an impressive church, one of the very few remaining with the Tudor and with the medieval churches that exist here in actual London. Just think of what kind of stories, what tailor being dragged in here after being stabbed and then he was executed not far from here. William Wallace, this church was here when William Wallace himself was executed in the 8th, founded the hospital just across the road. These walls couldn't talk. What would they say? What stories would they tell us?